In today's episode of See Note at the Top, we're talking about Undead Girl, Murder Farce, and Dark Gathering, because I like them and I kinda have nothing substantial to say about them. Undead Girl, Murder Farce, which sounds like one of those memes about energy drink labels where they replaced the words with something like Anal Rage Satan Cock, is a 12-episode detective show about the exploitation of the public domain and the insertion of your own special OCs into it. We begin with a world where magic is definitely real, so in a typical pre-modern Japanese fashion, the solution to magic was genocide. We follow one of the people who did this genocide, a half-Oni named Tsugaru Shinuchi, living his last days as an attraction in a circus, hoping that one day his Oni part gets the best of him and so he'll kill as many people as he can before death. He meets a battle maid named Shizuku Hasei and her master, a head of a smart-ass woman named Aya Rindo. Her body was stolen by someone, she wants to get it back. She pays Tsugaru with prolonging his life, he agrees, fuck it. It devolves into a war of Sherlock Holmes and other good guys against Moriarty, Aleister Crowley, Frankenstein Monster, and other assortment of magical bullshit while they solve detective mysteries for their no less magical clients. And I like it, if anything because I myself am a strong proponent of public domain, and I like it when people use it for their own stories. Popular works that are in public domain are the closest we have to early modern mythology, and just like mythology, it's fun to take someone as famous as Sherlock Holmes and put him into space, or have him battle Arsène Lupin, or do anything else with him, really. Like with evolution, the parts people generally enjoy will be incorporated into the canon, while the rest will be discarded. This is why I like fan games and fanfiction so much, as more often than not, the people who genuinely like your work may understand it even better than you do. It is not always the case, but when it happens, it is a truly wondrous experience that regular works of art can't really do. And that's why I like this show, no matter how goofy and silly it was. That the detective parts of it were actually decent also helped a lot. The next anime is The Dark Gathering, a 25-episode supernatural fantasy anime about Japanese ghosts. And I'm going to say this straight out of the bat, this anime is perhaps the closest thing we get to how anime felt in the early 2000s, in the time of Bleach, Naruto, Soul Eater, and other shows like this, both in style and presentation of it, for better or worse. We follow the story of Keitaro, a boy who has the unfortunate trait of being very attractive to ghosts for some reason, a fact that greatly displeases him as he generally doesn't like being molested by the undead. After an incident that left his arm covered in perpetual noodles, he tries living a normal life until one day his childhood friend Aiko persuades him to get a tutoring job. His first student would be her niece, Yayoi, a very smart 9-year-old who has 2 retinas, skulls in her eyes, and has a mission to train an army of ghosts to murder a giant ghost that ate her mother, and after a bit of persuading, she, Keitaro, and Aiko begin to capture and train these ghosts, much to Keitaro's discontent on the part of him being a normal fucking person, while you realize that Aiko is slightly fucked in the head, and so is he, no matter how much he tells you otherwise. The story is pretty simple, really. Team goes to a ghost, gets nearly destroyed by them due to one of them fucking up, but it all eventually gets at least slightly better thanks to their combined smarts and the power of whatever hellish Pokemon Yayoi manages to unleash upon this wretched earth. It is gory, sometimes scary, the metaphysical implications alone might make you uneasy, the characters are fun to watch. This is fun! Just genuine, unadulterated fun that honestly feel was missing from the latest shows I watched. Of course, since I have enjoyed it so much, it means that I can't really say anything critical about it. I suppose if you're looking for a genuine horror story, then this anime isn't for you, because I've chose supernatural fantasy as a genre for a reason. Though dabbling in horror themes, a horror anime it is barely, and it sprinkles jokes around as much as it tries to scare you. The story may also be very predictable to experienced viewers, though that's not saying much. That's like a Tajiki Muslim asking dating advice from an experienced Romanian prostitute.